Hello and welcome back to Will It Translate. I'm Campbell.
我是阿琳
And I'm Grace.
Wow, today we have Grace. Can you introduce Grace for us first?
Yes, Grace is one of my best friends that I met in Prague in the Czech Republic when I was at university there. She is from the U.S., from Illinois.
这个礼拜我们有一个很特别的来宾哦，他是来自美国的 Grace。那他是 Campbell 老师的大学同学。Yeah, 大学同学 means you went to college and you meet together, so you study together. 大学同学。那他呢来台湾拜访 Campbell 老师。She came to visit Campbell this week, so it's a pleasure to invite her to be on our podcast.
It's a pleasure to be here.
Okay, so as I know, both of you have the experience of teaching abroad. So today our topic would be some experience, some funny things to share about teaching abroad. Since Campbell has come to Taiwan for like 4 months, nearly 4 months, would you like to talk about your experience in teaching in Jiayi in Taiwan first?
Yes, my experience teaching in Jiayi has been amazing. I feel like the school culture over here is very different from culture in the U.S., especially middle school. I think that the middle schoolers are very warm and welcoming, and everyone is so kind here. And it's very fun.
What's the biggest difference between Taiwan and the U.S., especially in the middle school part?
I think that students get to know the teachers here a lot better, and they get closer with teachers than students in the U.S., which is a very big difference because it makes students more comfortable in the classroom, and all around is a more warm environment, I think.
I think that is because like we have a homeroom teacher, we have a homeroom classroom, the concept of that. So students like they getting along with each other for a whole day. And even the 3 years, they stay together for 3 years, so they get to know each other better. Yeah. Is it different from here or in New Zealand or anywhere you teach?
Yeah, so I feel like it's different in every country. I think here it's definitely a little bit more casual, and I've never been on an open campus before because it's cold where I'm from, so everything's inside. So it's interesting that students and they have a longer break in between classes too because the school is bigger. At home we only get like 4 minutes between classes.
Yeah, and you have to move.
Yes, and you have to move. Yeah, so we have homeroom, but it's only with you stay there. It's considered a class. So homeroom class, and then you move on to another class. So it's just one period at the start of the day, and then you go back at the end to maybe get your stuff or something. So yeah, and in the Czech Republic, I'm not really sure because I wasn't at the school. I would come in for one class. Take my students to a classroom, private tutor, and then I would leave the school. So it's a little bit different, but I know they don't wear shoes in school there, which is kind of interesting.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, because in Eastern European culture, it's a big thing to not wear shoes inside the house or in school. So, and they have a big emphasis on play in school. So the students were almost always playing.
Oh, wow.
They had a rock climbing wall in the school. So yeah, very fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, and in the U.S., it's very strict. They're very set in their ways, very routine focused. And in New Zealand, it's a little bit more relaxed. The grades it's easier to get a higher grade. The percentages are different. So yeah.
Wow. Does that also have a concept of the homeroom teach class in New Zealand?
I'm not sure because I was at a private organization there, so I was a volunteer. So I never actually went into the schools other than my school for study abroad.
But it's very different from the U.S.
Yes,
having that one
much
class.
more relaxed. Yeah.
And also we have the nap time.
Yeah, that's awesome.
That we don't, even kindergartners in the U.S. don't get that. Yeah,
really?
They have it in preschool and then they stop. Yeah. But we have a thing called recess. So that's kind of like when the nap time would be here. It's recess there. So they go out onto the playground and play. But it ends at elementary school. So once they go to junior high, they don't get that anymore.
We have nap time till high school.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I wish we had that.
That's right. High school but normally high school you don't have to really take a nap. You can do whatever you want. But in junior high, the students are asked to take a nap. I think it's really necessary because students have full schedules.
They have a long day.
Yeah,
too.
they have a long day in school. So I think nap time is really important.
Definitely.
Yeah. And Campbell, here, I want to ask you a question. Is there any like different expectation for you, or anything that you never thought that you can be a teacher here?
Oh, I think, yeah, I never really saw myself being a teacher, especially in Taiwan, but I love it. I think expectations for the students are very different because students, even in junior high, are taking these big exams to get into high schools. And at least for me in the US, it's you go from like the elementary school in your town to the middle school in your town to the high school in your town. There's not really any, the private schools are expensive, so a lot of like myself and my friends didn't go to private school. So normally we don't have to take exams, but that's a big expectation that's different for students over here. And I think there's a lot of pressure on these middle schoolers.
Yeah, that's right. I think middle schooler, because they have a big exam on in March next year before they graduate. So they have to take 5 subjects, and each subject have 7 levels. And if you want to get into the very best school, like Taipei, then you have to get 5 A++. To each subject has to get an A++, and you have to get 5 of them.
Wow.
Then you can get into the best school in Taipei. So I think it's very, very stressful for students to do so. So that's why they always look sad, and then they have a lot of worries. Yeah. And then I think parents in Asia, they expect their kid to go into the medical college, the law school. So I think the pressure does not come only from their curriculum, also from their expectation of their parents. Yeah. But what is the funny things that you teach in school? Because I think in your class, students have lower pressure because they can have fun, they can make fun stories or make fun faces with you. But what's the funny things or the amazing things that you have experienced so far?
I think that one of my favorite units was the sports unit that I taught, because we got to go outside and race some, and they were using English with me outside of the classroom. And it was funny because I raced most of the students in the 100-meter run, and most of them are faster than me. They're all very fast, which was very funny. And we got to practice some trash talking because they know how to say "you are trash" or "garbage." Right. And so they'll say it to me sometimes, and I'll say it back. But then also, I really have loved having my aunt and uncle and now Grace here, because it's so fun to hear the students like use the English that they've learned in school with my family and friends. It's very fun to see that exchange.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow, it's so cool. And how about you, Grace? Have ever can you share any interesting experience teaching abroad, either in New Zealand or Czech Republic?
Yeah, so in the Czech Republic, one time I went into the school that I normally teach at, and I went to go find my students. So I was asking around, hey, do you know where my student is? And they couldn't find him. They didn't know where he was in the school because they have so much freedom there to run around the school.
Wow.
So it took 15 minutes to find them. So it was quite hard, yeah. And in the U.S., they're very locked down. Like if you don't know where a student is, there's a big freak out. So one time that happened when I was subbing, and they were looking all around the school for the student. I don't know if they found them or not. I was teaching, but yeah. So it's just the differences in between schools and how they manage students.
Wow.
Yeah.
How long is the period in Czech Republic and in America?
I don't know in Czech Republic, actually. It depends on the school age. They also have, it's kind of a similar system. They have to take exams after, they don't call it junior high, but when they're like 15, 16 to get into high school. And they go to high school until they're 19.
Oh.
So it's a little bit longer. In the U.S., it depends on the grade for elementary and the state and the district. In elementary school, it's 45 minutes. Junior high, also 45 minutes. And then high school is a little bit different. It's 50 minutes. Yeah. But you might have block classes at some schools, too, that are like an hour and 30 minutes.
Mine changed every day. So I don't remember junior high really well, but in high school on Mondays, every class we had for 43 minutes. And then Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday would be longer classes, and you would drop 2 of them. So you would rotate which classes you had. And then Friday, we'd have every class for 43 minutes again.
Oh.
It's very confusing.
And how do they ring the bell?
It's really a loud, annoying sound. It's
that's
not
right.
as pretty as the song here.
Yeah, we have a song here. And for in Taiwan, that elementary school have 40 minutes in a period, and junior for 45, senior high school for 45. But when you get into college, it's 50. Yeah.
Our college classes were 3 hours.
Yeah, 3 hours long.
Straight?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
We had sometimes a break in the middle.
Yeah, only
But
sometimes.
yeah,
Oh,
not all
okay.
teachers gave them.
Yeah, but I think, almost all the college teachers, they will arrange that time that maybe they don't stop and then they just go straight for 2 hours and have and 30 minutes and then they quit the class.
Sometimes.
Yeah, so they'll adjust it and then they don't stop. Yeah, and in Taiwan, we have a very cute word called 早八.
早八.
For a college student. If you're a college student, you know what is 早八. It means 8 in the morning. 早上8点.
Oh, Shang is.
Yeah, 早上 is in the morning.
早上
8点, like
8
8
点.
o'clock. So if they have classes at 8 o'clock in the morning, then they will say, I have a 早八. I have a class on 8 o'clock in the morning. 早八. So they feel so pressure to go to class at 8 o'clock in the morning. 早八.
Our earliest was 8:30.
8:15 in
8:15.
college. My high school started at 7:30 though.
Yeah,
so
mine
you had
too.
to get there at like 7:15.
Yeah. Also here, students go to school at 7:20, and they start their first class at 7:40. But during 7:40 to 8:20, they don't have any classes to do. So it depends on how the homeroom teacher arranged the period for them. Yeah. So sometimes they will play sports outside, or like for my class, they do some training, and other students would like taking tests.
Oh God.
Yeah. So it's really bad.
Yeah.
But sometimes maybe the teachers can deal with some students' affairs or something.
Definitely, yeah.
Yeah. I heard that you're going to teach in Ecuador
That's right,
next
yeah.
January.
Yep.
What's the plan, or what makes you want to teach in Ecuador?
Yeah, so there's in the U.S. we have this program called the Peace Corps. It was set up by John F. Kennedy, and it's a program where the U.S. government connects with a government of another country, and the government of the other country tells the U.S. things that they resources that they might need U.S. people for. So then the Peace Corps helps fill that need. So I'll be an English teacher for either a high school or a university in Ecuador. Yeah.
Wow. So you have to teach them English, but they speak Spanish?
Yeah, so they speak Spanish. There are some Ecuadorian communities that speak native languages as well, but Spanish is the primary language.
So you have to speak Spanish
Yes.
to use Spanish to teach them English?
Yes, so I don't know what their level is going to be. It's going to depend. I don't know where I'm going to be in the country yet.
Okay.
So we have a 3-month training period, and then we go into our site location. So if it's in a more affluent community, it might be a little bit... they might have a higher level, but if it's in a less affluent community.
Is it a
it'll be less.
1-year program or?
It's 27 months, so a 3-month training period and then 2
2 years
in your site. Yeah.
Wow. Do you feel excited about it?
I'm so excited. Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
So you have to apply it first, and then
Yeah, so you apply, you do an interview, and then there's a bunch of medical and legal clearance. Then you have to pass Spanish tests.
oh,
Yeah.
wow. So it's a great opportunity for you.
Yeah,
to
it'll be super fun.
Ecuador. Then you have 1 places to go.
I know. I'll
Yeah.
visit
Campbell has
her.
to come visit.
That's right.
Of course.
During the 27 months.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can go to Ecuador for lots of times.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'll come a lot.
Yeah.
Definitely.
And then definitely come back to Taiwan if you like it. Yeah,
Yes.
maybe next time you can apply for Fulbright program.
In Taiwan.
Yeah, welcome to Taiwan.
Yeah, in Prague, I actually taught or like private tutored a Taiwanese family, like a 6-year-old and a 1-year-old.
Wow.
In English. Yeah.
So cute.
Yes.
Yeah.
They were so cute.
Did they teach you any Taiwanese?
Yeah.
No, they didn't actually. I should have asked.
Yeah.
I didn't know I would be coming. Yeah.
But the problem is, can they speak Chinese?
Yeah.
Do they?
Yeah.
Yeah, since they moved there. Wow. So, okay, go back to the language part. So, anything that you want to learn from Taiwan? Either in Taiwanese or Chinese?
Anything, yeah.
Something
what would
that
be
you
useful,
like
yeah.
because you like
Something I
reading.
Yeah.
So,
Maybe you could say, or how do I say, I'm a teacher. I'm going to be an English teacher.
oh, I'm a teacher. 我是老师.
我是老师.
老师 is
老师.
teacher.
Okay.
Yeah, English teacher. Do you know?
我是英文老师。英文 is English.
英文
Yeah.
awesome.
我是英文老师.
我是英文老师.
我来自美国.
What is that?
I come from America.
Okay. Can you say it again?
我来自美国.
我来自美国.
美国.
美国.
美.
May.
M-E-I.
Okay. May.
Yeah, 美国.
国.
Yeah, it's America.
Awesome.
So you are a
美国人。
美国人.
Yeah, you're a
American.
美国人. Yeah, so we add a country and then a 人 means that you're people from that place.
Guo is like the country.
Yeah,
Yes.
国 country.
I do want to ask about the tones too because I haven't learned a language with tones before. So
Yeah, like
so
yeah,
hard.
what-
it's so hard.
yeah,
But
yes.
in Taiwan also the students have to learn the tones.
Okay.
So we have our like system. So they don't do the pinyin. They have the /b/p/m/f. So they learn /b/p/m/f and then they have to learn the tones.
Okay, are the tones like tenses or do they signify meaning or?
No, only
It's how you pronounce it.
Yeah, how you pronounce it and
Okay.
distinguish words from words.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
Okay.
so like 不 like a word is 不 means no. But in different text context, it can be a 不 or a 不.
Oh wow.
Yeah, like
That
like
is hard.
不要 不要 means I don't want. Yeah, but it's 不要. But when you see the single words, that you call it 不. But in the context of 不要, then you say the second tone 不要. Yeah, so you have to memorize that. And
Yes.
also for one single word that maybe it has different sounds of it. So you have to remember, is it, but sometimes I believe that different tones means different, like, maybe it's a noun or it's a verb or an adjective.
Really? Yeah.
Yeah.
We have kind of similar in English too. Like there are words like, for example, read and read. They're spelled the exact same, but they mean something different. So like read is like to read, the present tense or infinitive
and the past
action.
tense.
Yeah, and then read, even
Yeah.
though it's the same. Yeah.
And maybe the words product or
Yeah.
Yeah.
Product.
Yes.
Product.
Well,
Product is a verb.
productive.
Yeah. Well, there's product, and then there's like produce.
Oh, produce.
Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, there are words though that can be nouns and verbs,
Yeah.
and it changes based on whether you put the stress on like the first syllable or last
Yeah,
syllable,
that's
or
right.
like a middle one.
Yeah, so I think it's familiar with
yeah,
tones.
definitely.
Yeah,
Yeah,
tones that we
It
have.
sounds similar. Yeah.
Yeah. Is your name Grace? What is the last name?
Baker.
Baker.
Baker. Yeah.
B-E-C-K-E-R?
No.
Like
so,
a
like if you were to bake a cookie.
So,
So-
Baker.
Yeah.
Baker. Yes.
B-A-K-E-R.
Yes.
Baker. So, Grace Baker. Because her name is Campbell Toth. So, she has a Chinese name. Tao Kang Bo. Do you know that? Tao Kang Bo.
I think we learned it with Amy yesterday.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
yeah,
showed
yeah.
them yesterday.
Kang Bo. So, you are
Bo.
Grace Baker.
What's your
Grace
Chinese
Baker.
name?
If we translate baker, then it would
Oh.
become 烘焙师.
Oh, really?
That
Okay,
means
both the
someone,
names
yeah,
are
someone
words
who
too.
bake, yeah, someone who bake 烘焙师.
Amy was telling us that there's a name that that sounds like Grace.
Yeah,
I forget
What
what
is
it was,
that?
though.
Grace 葛瑞斯.
That might
I think
Yeah,
that's what it
葛
is.
瑞斯.
Yeah.
Then
Like
烹
葛瑞斯烘焙吗?
okay, Ma.
It kind of like
it's long.
it's kind of bakery.
Ooh, you can open a bakery.
Yeah, and it means
yeah.
Grace Baker. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, Grace. Let me see. 葛瑞斯. If we have to do the sound translation like Toth, then it would become 葛瑞斯贝克.
Okay. Grace
贝克
Baker.
But it's
Baker.
weird. But it's weird.
Yeah, it
it's
just sounds like my
weird.
name, but
yeah.
yeah.
It sounds like
translated literally.
Yeah.
Yes.
But if you translate by meaning, it would be 格瑞斯烘焙.
I like
Okay,
that.
Grace
Homepay.
But homepay means you're making bread or making cookies.
That's what
wrong
it means
with that.
in English, though,
Okay.
too.
Yeah.
My last name doesn't, but a lot of people, their last names, well, in English, in England, the last name was your occupation.
Yeah, that's
So you'll
right.
see like a lot of, like there's a music artist that students might know, Sabrina Carpenter. Carpenter is a job. That means
Yeah.
like you're making something. So her ancestors were probably carpenters, and that might be how they got their last name. Or there's like names like Johnson, which means son of John. So that's how a lot of English names are set up. Mine's different because my ancestors came from Norway, and our last name was Baca. But it doesn't spell like that, so it's not phonetic. So they changed it to Baker when they came here came to America to make it anglicized.
So like if someone is called Stone.
What
Stone?
Stone is a Stone a last name?
Stone? Yeah.
Stone. So
Yeah, I mean,
like
I don't know if
Emma
that would
Stone.
be, yeah, I
So
don't know
like
if
it's their family makes stones.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Or
I'm
they're
not
like
sure. Is
yeah.
that one?
My first name, Campbell, means crooked smile.
Oh.
In what? In English?
I
In
think
English?
it's Hungarian.
Oh.
Nice.
Let me make sure.
Wow.
Yeah, crooked smile.
Hungarian.
Yeah.
So maybe your family, your
Scottish.
ancestor.
Scottish.
Gaelic. It's Scottish Gaelic.
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 Gaelic and
Okay.
Scottish.
Cool. Yeah, we don't have that, but like because most of the Taiwanese people came from China in the Asian time. So a group of people, they will share the same last name and they will live in the same village. So if you come to one village, then most of the people live there are they're having the same last name.
Awesome. Does it change at all with like men and women? Because I know in Irish Gaelic, it's you add like ni before last name if it's a woman, or o if it's a man.
No.
So like one of my friends, her last name is Nyaki, but her dad's last name is Oaki.
Oh, we don't have that. Yeah, you share the same thing. Yeah, but in the ancient time, very old time, that if a woman married to a man, then you have to change your name.
Oh, really?
I think most of the like Asian society have that kind of like custom, but now in Taiwan we don't do that. So if I marry to someone, last name is like He, then I don't have to change my name.
Really?
Yeah,
Can you choose to if you want to, or do most people not?
Do most people? Yeah, most people don't do that. Yeah,
A lot of people do in the U.S.
Yeah,
Oh.
it's common. Although a lot of now it's changing a little bit. Yeah, and some people are starting to create new last names to still share one, but not take one person's name. So, for example, my cousins, they decided they wanted the same last name, but they didn't want to just take one person's family name.
Oh.
So they changed it to the guy's middle name. And so, yeah.
I think it's. Oh, we have a law that tell us we don't have to, like, we don't have to put our husband's last name on top of it. So it's a law, but you can choose to do it. But most of the people don't do it.
It's a lot of work, a lot of paperwork.
Yeah, and then nowadays in Taiwan, a kid after when he turns adult, then he can choose to be named after his father or his mother. So he can have the last name as his father's or his mom's.
Awesome.
Yeah, so you can choose, but after you turn 20.
Wow.
Yeah. And most of when you are having a baby, then there is not a law that tell you that you have to name after your father or you can choose. Both your the parent says okay from I want to name my name my daughter and my son as my last name, then it's okay. Yeah. So, but it's different in America that you have to follow your father's last name.
You don't have to.
Yeah,
You
you
don't
can
have to?
change it if you want to. That's just traditional.
Oh, okay.
Usually, yeah.
Yeah,
you
and
just
that's
take the
cool.
father's.
Yeah.
Okay. So now we're going to teach you some words about school in Spanish and Taiwanese and Chinese. Okay, good.
All right, so
The
to
first
say
one.
school in Spanish, it's escuela.
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 Yes.
In Taiwanese, it's 学校.
How?
学
Ha.
校.
How.
How?
学
Ha-
like
how.
some kind of K-H-A-K. 学校.
Ha. How.
How?
But you don't have the K that,
Okay.
like you
How.
just put it here. 学校.
Ha. How.
That's right.
That's our
And how about student?
Students, estudiantes.
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 And it is students is 学生.
Hashing.
Hashjin.
So 学 like 学. 学. Yeah, so 学生.
Hashing.
And how about teachers?
Teachers, so there's two different words for it in Spanish. So there's
Profesor
profesor or profesora.
Yeah.
Because Spanish has gender for words. Or you could say maestro or maestra. So that's also teacher.
Yeah. So best profesor and profesora.
Yeah, so,
So you're a
you're
profesora.
a
Yeah.
profesora
We-
or a maestra.
Yeah.
So like here, you would probably use maestra because you say like that is what you would say in front of a teacher's
Yeah.
name, like maestra Campbell or maestra Happy.
Yeah. Okay, so teachers in Taiwanese is 老师.
老师.
It's kind of, it's familiar with
Yeah, like 老师, but
老师, but
老
老师.
Very
Lao-su.
similar.
And what do a teacher do?
A teacher. So
Teach.
Yeah, to teach in Spanish is enseñar.
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 But the N is different. So the N, there's two
Enseñar.
different N's in Spanish. So there's
So-
one with the squiggly
Yeah.
line, and that's like ña sound.
Yeah.
So it's
Oh.
enseñar.
Oh, enseñar.
Yeah.
Enseñar.
Like enseñar, so it's
So-
教册.
Katse.
Gatse.
So a teacher teach 老师教册.
老师 gatse.
Laosu katse.
And you can say 教, for example, Campbell 教英语. Teach English.
Oh.
Oh, 인기.
인기.
In
英语
인기.
or 英文.
인분.
Which one is easier?
인분.
Yeah.
인분.
Like gi is the language.
Gi.
So
Gi or ni?
gi.
Gi. Okay.
But
Yeah,
like a
kind of
G?
GI. Yeah,
Gi.
gi. So ingi, English. Taigi, Taiwanese. Yeah.
So gi means like
Language.
In
Spanish?
Spanish, it's idioma.
Idioma.
Idioma. Yeah.
What is Spanish and Taiwanese?
西班牙.
Sebanya. So there's no
Sebanya.
gi.
It's a country.
Oh, Spain.
Yeah. So if it's Spanish, 西班牙语.
Sebanagi.
Yeah. Like 西班牙 is Spain.
Sebanya. It sounds like
西班牙. Yeah, it sounds like 西班牙.
Nice. Yeah. I don't know Taiwanese or Chinese and Spanish. I'd have to look that
Sometimes
up.
they're familiar with the sound because we
Yeah.
just translate.
Oh,
sounds
awesome.
similar.
Yeah.
Shibanya.
西班牙,
Yeah.
Spain.
Spain, yeah.
All right. Our two questions for this week are: how do you say students in Spanish, and how do you say school? And by answering both of these, you can get 2 stamps.
今天的问题是呢，怎么说学生跟学校的西班牙文？好，那请大家可以找到 Campbell 老师，并且回答，就可以得到2个印章哦。那再一次谢谢我们 Grace 来到我们今天的 podcast。Thank you again for Chris for coming to our podcast.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah. Okay, then see you next time.
Come find me.
Bye bye.